Hi everyone. Sorry if there's any noise that you can hear. It's super windy today, so that is what you probably can hear. Anyway, what I wanted to share today with you is how to do these swatches on the ink pads, which really helps to see what color it is, because when they are, they're not really sort of made to be stackable, but that's how I keep them, like in one tower on my desk, because it keeps safe space like that. And when I have them, so before that, imagine this is what I would see. So for me to find the right color, I would have to go through all of them and find it. And yeah, so now, because I have done the swatches strips on the side, it's very easy for me to see where the color is that I need, and it cuts down on trying to find the right color. Also, I have gone ahead and done these little cubes as well. Now these little cubes, although I can see them because they're in one layer like this, the swatches on top are actually quite different to how the colors look, which I will show you in a bit. I have a swatch video, or actually, do I? No, I need to make a swatch video for you. So I've done swatches in a sketchbook, and I wanted to share with you how different they actually are to what they look like. So for example, although it's sort of orange, but it is quite bright, and there are some colors that are fairly similar to the swatches on top, but there are some that are completely not what I expected. So that's why I've done it here. So for me it's easier then to see exactly what color I want, so makes things a lot easier. So I've done the little ones, and then I left one. Actually, I also need to do the mini stamping pads for the Tim Holtz Distress inks that I have. I haven't done those. I'll do that one day, but today I wanted to show you how to do one, which I left here. All the others I'll quickly show you, so they're all done. So today I want to show you what you need to get these swatches done. You need to get some sticker paper, and mine is, let me just get it out from here. So mine is this one, chroma paper. Now I will leave the link below. It's 120 GSM, so it's good thickness, it's not too thin. But the tricky part about this paper is that I actually without sort of trying to peel off the backing paper, I confused the front and the back, so I ended up actually doing all the swatches for these Distress Oxides on the wrong side, so on the backing side rather than the actual paper. So yeah, beforehand make sure, so for example, if you have a strip of paper, it's not that easy to tell which one is backing and which one is the paper. I think the smoother is actually the paper. So anyway, you'll need to cut them to the right size. And if you prefer, you could do one on top like that, so you could have it right there. But I like mine to be on the bottom of this, so not the lid, but the bottom. So I cut it quite thinly. And then I'm going to very quickly set up my desk. So I need to pull out one of those craft mats, because like I said, this is very staining job, and then I'll come back and we'll do it together. Okay, so let's recap. So what you will need, apart from the sticker paper or self-adhesive paper, this is matte, it's not a shiny one, you will also need some sort of spray bottle, and you'll see in a minute why. It makes your life so much easier. Some sort of tissues, and tweezers are very helpful to have. And then you just start doing it. So before I get into it, I also wanted to give you a little tip. So when you're working with these ink pads, try to avoid picking up these pads by the paper, because I find that either it will transfer onto the finger a little bit and stay in it, or it then starts to just kind of, you know, disintegrate or distress more, which is, you know, you want it to last for a long time. Same thing with the oxide. Sometimes your finger, it might be wet in some sort of paint or whatever. Just try not picking the pad up like so, but rather like this. So I trained myself to do that, and then basically avoid touching this area altogether. And that's how I work with them. So I'm just going to put them back into that little spot here that I have on my desk, which fits in quite snug. Okay, so before I start, what I need to do is quite simply try to peel off the backing, and not completely, but just take it off. This is a very fiddly job. So peel it off and then touch with your finger which side is sticky. Okay, so this one is the backing. I'm going to put it like that, and remember not to turn it over. That's important because it will save you so much time if you do it on the wrong side. So now I'm going to take in this Bamboo Altenew Crisp Dye ink and hold it with my finger here, and just quite literally simply press it on, and then move it to the other side and do it like that. That's it. So I'm just going to put it back in, and before you do anything, you need to, this is where the tweezers come in. It's such a fiddly job. So you just put it here to the side and let it dry, because if you go into it, try to touch it, it will smear on your finger. So now this area you have to clean up, so just go in with a spray of water and just wipe it immediately. So that way it just comes off, you don't need to do anything. And that's how you would do all the colors, obviously to not mix the colors in between. So that is that. I'm going to wait a little bit until it's fully dried, and then I'm going to stick it onto here and show you the finished result. Okay, so I think it's probably dry now, so I'm just going to zoom in a little bit, and now I'm going to take my tweezers, and the side where I already tried to peel it off, it's going to be easy. So just peel off the backing paper and then hold your sticker like so, and then position it where you think works the best, like that. And if it's a little bit off center, you can do it again. It's a little bit fiddly because these dye inks are so tiny, but you can do that, and then just with your finger tap it in so it's nicely stuck, and that's it. That's your swatches done. So super organized, super quick to do, and actually these are very, very similar. So this is the bamboo and parrot, hardly any difference there. But yeah, like I said, I will do separate video for those of you who are interested in the Altenew Crisp Dye inks and were considering to buy some, so you might be interested to see how they look on swatches. So that's it for today, nice and short and sweet, and thanks for watching, and see you soon.